Yeah, so it's Lindsay, and it is oh whatever, Saturday, November 9th, 2024, and here I am, making a fucking video here in the dark because I just don't. I'll tell you why I kind of prefer to do these without showing my face or body or anything, because all that people do is pay attention to that kind of shit, like what you look like and this kind of thing, and they just start. And I don't even have comments allowed on my channel because that's just adds more problems whenever you're actually a legit target of this fucking harassment bullshit, which I am. So there's really no point in doing that right now because I'm not in the mood to get more harassments and all that stuff that I already go through on a daily basis as it is. So, my point in making these videos is to expose the crimes of these organizations which go around harassing and stalking, organized stalking, and that's pretty much what, and it's for legal purposes and my own documentations mostly. I don't get on here for fun and laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm not happy about it. Um, but sometimes I try to find a sense of the humor and all the bullshit, ridiculous stuff that goes on because I'm able to do that as well. But sometimes it gets to the point where no, this is a legal issue. This is a civil rights issue of which I'm being violated my privacy and civil rights on a daily basis via gang stalkers and harassment going on in public in the gym. And so, yeah, I'm going to talk about it because it is an encroachment, an intrusion of my rights, my human, my rights according to the Constitution, which protects supposed to protect the people in this country in the United States, and pretty much the fucking social communist agenda is trying to take that away, take those rights away. But that's why I fight because I believe in the rights of, well, of myself. I don't, quite frankly, I'm gotten to the point where I don't give a shit what other people think or do. It's not my goddamn responsibility. Right now, for me, it's about survival. Every day has turned into just me trying to survive. When I get people trying to cause car accidents, I get mobbed and harassed in public. I get stalked and bothered at the gym by strangers acting like they fucking know me, getting right next to me, doing this strange shit like smiling and doing these ridiculous little fucking street theater things that are so dumb. And let me talk about what happened today. So I always know when there's a new person that I'm not familiar with, or somebody, and sometimes I go there at a different time. I don't go there exactly the same time every day because sometimes I want to see what it's like at a different hour of the day anyway. So I'm not going to get there at fucking 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock every day, or even 8 o'clock if I don't want to. And if I even get there at all, you know what I mean? It's a lot of goddamn driving that I do to go this fucking place, and it's a lot of stress of the driving. But for me, the workout is worth it. So I just ignore the dumb fucking shit going on around me as much as I can, as much as they try to distract what I'm doing. And once again, like I said, it's usually some black woman targeting me, and they change it around. If I as soon as I call them out for their bullshit and expose them, then they have to change it around. And like I said, 9 out of 10 times of people stalking me, it's some fucking black woman, some angry black woman putting on a fucking act, trying to be funny or trying to with a big smile on her face because she's getting a kick out of doing this shit to me. It's like, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking look at you. I'm not gonna respond to your shit. I'm just gonna ignore this crap because they're clearly, the people doing this are clearly, obviously trying to get me agitated. And this is what they're doing. They're doing it on purpose, knowing that I talk about this stuff on this channel. And it's like I said, other women can be really annoying and other people, but it's some, for whatever reason, the way that the fucking black women and blacks love to fucking do, they get really really personal and extremely next, you know what I mean? They do. It's like they don't have a concept of boundaries, And I've seen, look, I've been around all kinds of goddamn cultures and races and people, even people who don't even speak English, people who are of all different ethnicities. But for whatever reason, the black people are the most ill-behaved, rudest people of all I've ever encountered in my life. I have been around Asian people at the gym throughout the years. I've been around plenty of Caucasian or Hispanics and maybe some mixed race people, East Indian, Middle Eastern, you name it. But for whatever reason, these fucking black bitch women, and that's what I think they are, because they're fucking mean as can be. They're fucking mean. They are mean bitches. They're fucking rude as can be. They love, and they'll play like they're your friend, right? This is what they do. They'll act really nice, and they'll make some comment with a big fucking smile on their face and say something to you, and then they're laughing the whole way. They're laughing about it, right? They're laughing at you as they're making some comment, right? Like they'll say something like, "Oh, I love what you do," or "How do you do that?" But it's all bullshit. It's not genuine. It's a mockery. They're mocking me. This is not anything that they're doing in a way that's genuinely friendly, I can assure you, because they're sitting there fucking laughing and smirking at me and getting on their fucking phone and doing shit right in front of me to try to see if I react. And I don't know why they do that, what the point of this kind of harassment is all about, but it's extremely juvenile and extremely immature and shows a low class of a person that would do that. Because I don't look, I if I don't like somebody, and there's plenty of people I dislike at the gym or whatever, I just leave them alone. I just don't even look at them. I just act like they don't exist. I don't go out of my way to start fucking stalking or harassing people, especially people I don't even know. But and if even if I do know somebody by name and I don't like them, I just leave them alone. I just, you know what I mean? That's what I do. I just don't react to them, and I don't react to anything that they do to me, and I just block them out. And that's what I build a barrier, and that's how I manage. because you because what these people try to do is they try to fight. They want to start a fight. They want to start something violent. They want to antagonize and provoke. And then when you ignore them, the more I ignore them, the more pissed off they get, and they act out. They act out in childish ways, expecting you to react or say something or shout or do something that's going to get me in trouble. You see, I know what they do, because they did the same shit to me at the fucking Gold's. They've done this to me for so many years at so many different gyms, and what they're trying to do is get me kicked out of the gym or call the police or the sheriff's department or the EMS or whoever, so they can cause a spectacle to get attention or cause drama. They like to cause drama when I'm not doing a fucking thing to anybody. I don't look at the fucking TVs if I don't have to. I look at the goddamn machine and listen to my music and go about what I'm doing. And these motherfucking dumbasses, mostly women, try to just make sure that I am gonna have, they just are evil. I don't know how else to describe it except evil. Now, when I did first get there this morning, and it was, whatever time I got there, it was a little whatever. Sometimes I get there at 8, 9, 10. Sometimes it doesn't fucking matter. But as long as I get there, it doesn't matter to me. If I get to the fucking gym, whatever gym, that's all that fucking matters to me. Fuck what these fucking people do. I make my own goddamn schedule, you fucking dumb fucks. Mind your own fucking business. I don't need a fucking handler or some goddamn nigger or whatever watcher keeping tabs on me. Sorry, but negroid or black or whatever the fuck, because that's usually the people doing it to me. But today, and some of them are nice. Some of the ones that are lighter skinned, like the more kind of mulatto mixed, they can be nice. They seem like they're much. Some of them are well mannered and okay, but they don't really. They seem like they know how to behave for whatever reason. But some of these real dark skinned fucking black women just love to fucking get under your skin. Because I don't know what the fuck it is with that, but they love to just fucking harass. And it's like the darker the fucking skin, the more they do this shit that I've noticed. And this, I might sound really mean, but this is just my observation of what they do to me over the years. Because they hate me so goddamn much. And I've had people come up to me before saying, what's your race? What's your ethnicity? Are you Caucasian? Are you Hispanic? Are you they would ask me these kinds of questions all the time to try to make me feel under pressure or confused. It's like, well, I'm a Caucasian. I mean, why are you asking me this shit? I don't go up to somebody at the gym and say, "What's your ethnicity?" or "What are you?" They don't even say that. They just say, "What are you?" Excuse me? Do you go up to somebody you don't know and say, "What are you?" It's like I could do the same thing, and in my mind I'm thinking you look like a fucking animal, some of these people, or they act like apes and they might look a little bit like an ape, but I don't go up to them and say, "What are you?" Or if I'm gonna do something like that, I say, "What is your may I ask you a question? I'm curious, what is your ethnicity?" That's what I would say. That's how I would approach it. But people are so fucking rude and ill behaved nowadays because they have no goddamn morals or culture. So this is how they behave. What are you? And I've had that many a time over the years. What are you? Are you mixed race? Are you Hispanic? Are you white? What are you? It's like, what the fuck kind of question is that? Okay, I guess because I don't really look like a typical little white girl with the fucking perfect flaxen blonde hair and the pale ivory skin and that look. I don't look like that by any means, and I never have. So I look a little bit. I don't know what I look like, but I'm not I'm not an African American. I know that. According to fucking ancestry DNA, I'm European Caucasian descent, which is, so what's a big fucking deal? Okay? These black fucking people, some of these black women, they go about with this fucking attitude like they can step all over everybody because of the goddamn slavery thing, and they still have this goddamn chip on their shoulder, and I've noticed it mostly with black women. They're angry, they're bitter, they're rude, they laugh, they're jealous, they're envious of everybody, especially white women. And it's like, what the fuck? You've got your fucking goddamn rights. What did I do to you, lady? Why are you targeting me? Because I haven't done a goddamn thing to you. So leave me the fuck alone, please. Because that's what they do. This is what a lot of them do to me. And I have no reason to make this shit up. I don't get along with most women, but especially blacks, especially dark skin, really dark skinned women are fucking evil, mean to me. They have some of them. They have this Jezebel spirit about them, and I'm mostly talking about African American women, blacks. I'm not talking about. I mean, I can get some of the Hispanic women are really nice to me. They can be really sweet. I can get along with them okay over the years. I've met some nice ones. I've met some that are not so nice. But for whatever fucking reason, it seems like the dark skinned black women just love to fucking pick on me or tease me. And same with the black men, the dark ones. And I don't know why that is, except that they have, the whole slavery thing about shit like that, about their ancestors who were slaves. But god damn it, once again, don't take that shit out on the fucking white bitch at the gym who happens to be me, their fucking scapegoat. I'm not your fucking scapegoat. I'm not your goddamn emotional punching bag. Because they love to take this shit out on me. And I swear to God, year after year of this crap I've gone through, years and years of this kind of abuse. And especially living in the fucking east side in fucking Niggertown. Pardon my French. But Negroidville, pretty much. It's a bunch of fucking, well, at least the further you go south of here, or north of here a little bit down that Walters, nigger town. Negroids everywhere you look. Left, right, here, there, everywhere. So it's all blacks, mostly, predominantly. And I lived in that fucking Canton house for 5, 6 years, enough to get a full fill of that shit. I was there for at least 5 years. I don't know. From 2016 to, yeah, I was there for almost whatever, long enough to get my dosage of Niggertown. Negroidville. Okay, yeah, I'll say it like it is because I was treated like shit by these people. Horrible, horrible shit. They were fucking mean to me as can be, and I'm not gonna act like they weren't because they treated me like shit for no fucking reason. And I know what it's like to be go through reverse discrimination. They do it all the goddamn time, and they think it's funny, and then they play the fucking race card and blame. This is what these people do, and especially the ones that are not very educated for whatever fucking reason. They just it's I guess it's in their goddamn culture or DNA to behave like that because they're angry. Some of them, I mean, good God, Jesus Christ, it's like enough already. I'm not gonna be the target of that shit. And no, I'm not in the least bit exaggerating about this. I could document all fucking day and film what goes on so you could see for yourselves that I'm not making this shit up. But I don't have the fucking time or energy to sit there and fucking film every goddamn thing that they do to me. But I swear to God, they do. I swear to God. And this morning, what happened? So I get on, I get on a treadmill that's at the very far end, and I'm like on that for a minute, and I'm like, well, it's because they're all different. They all sometimes the handles are like on the arm, the railings are like really, really, really extremely wide, and it's hard. So some of them are a little bit more narrow, but they're still too fucking wide, in my opinion. Like if they were more narrow, that'd be good because I could get a better grip on it. But the one machine that I like that actually fucking works, except the fucking tread is all goddamn worn out. It's all fucking worn out. They don't fix anything at that fucking place. They don't replace anything. So they're so cheap. So anyway, I get on that machine is being used by somebody, and at one point I'm over there getting some water, and he goes over to the water fountain. I just said something like, well, I just said nicely, are you finished with that? And he's like, no. I said, oh, okay. And the guy looks like he's probably black or mulatto or something, mixed race, maybe lighter skin, kind of African black guy. But he was friendly. He was nice. He wasn't rude. So I'm telling you, some of them are really nice. Some of them can be very kind. The lighter skin, kind of more kind of brown, coffee colored, I guess. I don't know. They can be really nice, and they don't really have a problem with me. But some of these real dark, 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 big, I don't know what the fuck it is with some of these women and men, the way they treat me. But it just depends. It's weird. It's really weird because I go through this every day. But he was kind, nice enough at least. And so that was that. And then eventually he got off that machine, and I was able to, and I, well, no, ended up going to a different machine. And then, that one I don't like because it's just, I don't feel, it's just, whatever. I like the one that I like. So this man shows up within about 10 minutes of my being on that other machine. He shows up. He looks like I don't want to be mean, but the man looks like, he looks like a typical, stereotypical, like a Jewish man. Okay. And no, you can call me mean, but he does. He looks like like he's probably German or Jew. I don't know. He's an probably older man. He seems really nice. He seems like he's friendly, but he looks to me like he might be German or Polish or European Jewish, maybe. I don't know. Whatever, but he's probably in his he seems like a nice man. Whatever, but he gets, I think he's got a certain machine that he likes, but he got on the machine next to me, and then the other one became available, so I got off it and went to the other one. But that man, he looks like I said, maybe German or European or American, but I'm thinking German or maybe Polish, Russian ancestry he looks, or who knows? I don't know. I've never talked to him, but whatever. He kind of looks to me, he looks kind of Jew. He looks like he has Jewish, Semitic, or like, like a maybe an Ashkenazi Jewish man, if anything. There's a difference between the Sephardic and the Ashkenazi Jews and whatever, but I can tell sometimes the difference. Some of the Jewish people, you can tell, or I can kind of point them out usually because I've seen so many of them. Some of the ones have more dark features, more you know Sephardic. Others have more uh, uh, they call it Ashkenazi. whatever. So I see them. They kind of stick out like sore thumbs. Even the ones that are Hispanic or Spanish or speak Spanish, I can still tell when they're of Jewish origin. You can just kind of tell from their facial features, and they're a lot of them have that kind of Neanderthal looking look about them. And not to sound mean, but I can tell. I study faces. I study features of, and I've been doing that for years, and I can kind of, at least in my mind, sort of tell who might be what, and I can kind of guess at their ethnicity. But I'm not. I might be wrong on a lot of times, obviously, but I can kind of speculate these things. I'm pretty observant, and I studied a lot of anthropology, and I've lived in other places, and I've been around all kinds of people in different languages, and I speak Spanish, and I've lived in Bolivia, I've lived in Mexico. You know what I mean? I have a fucking college degree, big deal, but I'm just saying I've been around all kinds of people, all kinds of ethnicities, grew up in Houston, a big fucking city, a big mixing pot of all kinds of people. So, I've got my experience, plenty of it, plenty of it. And anyway, so I got on the treadmill that I liked, whatever. I was on that, and then nothing, no problem. And then all of a sudden, I'm doing fine, getting enjoying my workout, and some bitch, some black woman comes along with this big fucking Aunt Jemima looking grin on her face, these big, huge lips, and this fucking Aunt Jemima hat looking thing. Whatever. I'm sorry, but that's what. And then she starts speaking Spanish, trying to show off that, look, I'm a Dominican or whatever the fuck it is, speaking Spanish really loud because I could hear her speaking some kind of it was Spanish, Caribbean Spanish, maybe like Panamanian or Dominican or whatever the fuck, because there's plenty of blacks, obviously, in those. Maybe she was Cuban, Puerto Rican. I don't fucking know. I don't really care, really. There's so goddamn many of them anyway. And she started talking really fucking loud and saying something about baby and baby and mi niño, mi bebé está en la casa. And she was talking to some black kid on her phone. I could see his face, and they're both. She kept looking at me, trying to get me to react. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't have to. I'm not gonna. What are you trying to get my reaction for? And then she started doing all these stretches and shit. And she had. And then she got. And I was like, oh my god, she. And then she went to the bathroom or something. Then she came back and got on a different treadmill. It was a couple ones down from me. I'm like, thank God she got away from me. Get the fuck away, please. You're just kind of stalking me. She was stalking me, trying to harass me, and I was ignoring her. And I just kind of grinned at her. I didn't give her a dirty look, but I just kind of smiled at her. Like same thing she was fucking doing to me. I did it back to her. Just mirror them and mock them as much as they mock you. And so then I'm on the treadmill, and then she gets on some fucking thing I noticed behind like the machine. She's on one of these stupid, one of those machines that sometimes I use it as well. And she's just sitting there grinning at me as she sees me, and the fucking look staring at me like I'm supposed to talk to her, and laughing at me. And she's got on. I noticed she has on some goddamn cancer shirt, one of these fucking breast cancer fucking run for the cure shit shirt, whatever the fuck. And look, whatever. But look, number one, okay, the whole fucking war on cancer is a fucking joke. That whole fucking thing is a scam. I don't care if you're a person and you go to the doctor and they tell you have cancer. Look, if you want to believe every fucking word your fucking doctor tells you, go right the fuck ahead. Me, I don't believe a fucking word of it. And honestly, I wouldn't take their goddamn words because they're not gods. You can believe what you fucking want to believe. Go get your allopathic dosages of poison to kill you and get chemotherapy, which is gonna fucking kill you anyway. So do what the fuck you want, but don't fucking tell me what to do. I don't, if I did, it's none of their fucking business. But by the way, it's none of anybody's fucking business what health problems I have or have had in the past. It's none of their goddamn business, really. I don't need these people to fucking stalk me about that. It's another. That's called medical COINTELPRO. That's an encroachment of my fucking rights. Get the fuck away from me. Fucking mind your own goddamn business, bitch. Because they're trying. It's like, what are you, some fucking nurse or something? Get the fuck away from me. You know, I didn't ask you. Get away from me, please. You know, don't fucking harass me. You know, it's another fucking business. And plus, like I said, I believe in homeopathic, non-allopathic medicine. The whole fucking allopathic medicine is Rockefeller run, poison, you know, eugenics, all that shit. I know a thing or two. Why don't you people look into Eustace Mullins, read about the curse of Canaan, number one, read about read the fucking Bible, read about the curse of Ham, read about the medical COINTELPRO, murder by injection, read about the fucking fake war on cancer, research somebody named Royal Rife. There, you know, you people think that a doctor can tell you that you go to these fucking doctors and you get a fucking death sentence, and you're doing it to yourselves because you're too fucking lazy and stupid and mentally dumb, deranged to do your own fucking research. So that's your fucking fault. If you go to the fucking doctor and they tell you you've got a month to live because you got some invasive fucking cancer, are you gonna go home and go die in your fucking bed, or are you gonna fucking fight? You know, it's up to you. Believe what the fuck you want, but I don't believe in that shit. I'm living proof that that is a fucking lie, as a matter of fact. They told me I was gonna die. I've had all kinds of shit these fucking people have told me over the years, that I was gonna die, that you know, you're gonna die from kidney failure or this, that, and the other. I've heard it all. Okay, I was told I was never gonna walk again, or I was gonna always have a bad limp after I broke my fucking hip. And these motherfuckers, I proved all these goddamn fucking idiots wrong. Okay, that's because I don't follow their fucking agenda of allopathic poison shit, where they want you to be popping fucking pain pills all day, taking fucking antidepressants, and feeling sorry for yourself like you're gonna fucking die because they want you to. That's what the fucking elite want, is for everybody to die because of some fucking bogus diagnosis. So believe whatever the fuck you want, but don't fucking tell me what to fucking do with my goddamn body, motherfucker.